Now, from the station on your side, this is WAVY News 10.
We continue to follow breaking news from investigators at Naval Station Norfolk. They confirm the man who shot and killed a sailor was Jeffrey Savage.
Savage was a civilian truck driver who had no reason to be and was not authorized to be on that base Monday night. Somehow, he got past security at Gate 5, made it down to Pier 1, and then onto the quarterdeck of the USS Mahan. And that's where the Navy says he murdered Master-at-Arms Second Class Mark Mayo, who jumped between the gun and a fellow petty officer. He gave his life to save hers.
Savage was then killed by security on the quarterdeck. We did some checking. This wasn't the first time Chopper 10 had flown over a crime scene where Savage was a suspect. In fact, we have learned he had killed before and even did time behind bars. 10 on your side's Jason Marks has been looking into his criminal history.
And Jason, you didn't have to look far.
No, absolutely. You know, Savage was convicted of shooting his best friend from point blank range in the head, and then he left him on the side of the road in Charlotte, North Carolina. He left him dead. He did spend some time in jail for that crime, but then right after that, he was back on the streets. Almost 10 years after Jeffrey Savage killed his best friend, he did the same to a Navy police officer. Savage was convicted of manslaughter in 2008. He spent about a year in the North Carolina Department of Corrections system before he was released in 2009. He was sentenced to serve almost 4 years, but he was let out due to the time served in the Mecklenburg County Jail. Savage was only 26 at the time. He was wanted by police in Charlotte after they found a body laying in a field next to Interstate 85. The body was Savage's best friend, Maurice Griffin.
Best of friends, for real. I mean, I can't see it any other way. I never seen them. When I see them together, everything is always all right. You wouldn't think they have a problem with each other.
Family told 10 on your side in November 2005, just after his body was discovered, that Griffin and Savage rented a car to head to Atlanta. They talked to Griffin along the way, and everything seemed fine.
Chopper 10 shows the SWAT team surrounded the area.
A day after Griffin was found dead, Portsmouth SWAT was called to the Comfort Inn on Effingham. Savage was holed up in a hotel room. After a standoff, he was arrested and taken back to Charlotte. It was only then family learned Griffin wasn't coming home, and Savage was no friend at all. Savage also has had some drug arrests over the past couple years. I spoke with Griffin's family just a short time ago, and as you can imagine, they're very upset at this news. They say Savage only got a slap on the wrist for killing their loved one and should have never, ever seen the light of day. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
We aren't just looking into the gunman's criminal history. 10 on your side's Lauren Compton is where neighbors saw him recently. So, Lauren, what did you uncover?
Well, Nicole, we're in the neighborhood on Radford Circle in the Western Branch section of Chesapeake, where several neighbors, as you mentioned, say they have seen Jeffrey Savage come through a house here that's behind me several times in the last couple of months. Of course, this is the man suspected of shooting Master-at-Arms Second Class Mark Mayo on the USS Mahan on Monday. Also, neighbors tell me on Tuesday, the day after that shooting, they saw a very heavy police presence here. Neighbors tell me they saw several detectives, several officers coming in and out of the house. A lot of neighbors told me they noted that as very strange, but now realizing the connection that Savage could possibly have to this home, a lot of them say they're taken back. We've also learned that a woman possibly lived at this home and ran a daycare out of the house, but it's not clear her relationship to Savage at this time. That's the latest here in Chesapeake. Lauren Compton, 10 on your side.
And